I didn't realize, but one of the videos, A Leap of Faith, was an agency owner doing really well for one of his customers. I didn't think that the agency owner was my target. And that ad was getting a lot of agency owners because they were like, dude, you showed this video. I'm an agency owner. I want that thing. And I was like, shit, there's a demographic I didn't really take seriously. So that was almost like, I'd pay, what have I spent? Like I'd pay $700 for that information alone.
Yeah, dude, that's so good to hear. That's such a like hidden freaking benefit of ads is you discover those little nuggets. It's like you didn't set out to do that, but it's like agency owners have more money to spend. They have way more money to expense. It's like a great demographic to have found.
Yeah. And
are you making more ads? Sorry, go ahead. For agency owners?
No, I want to. That's next week. I need to segment this because I've got a few more agency owners. A couple of guys got their first clients, and it wasn't my intention, but like, if I go to wins, there was, my first customer, Morad, and a few other people as well, where it wasn't the intention, but it looks like people that have agencies also, this makes sense, which I get it. They've got little time to kind of educate themselves on this. So if they can get a filtered approach where the learning curve is a lot, smaller, it makes sense. Yeah. So it was an interesting learning experience.
Yeah. Dude, you could almost have like an alternative version of your about page and you could just like run up a crazy agency week ad campaign because you probably get your conversion rate up if you've got your agency ads and then they land and it's like we are focused on helping agencies over deliver with AI SEO. Like there's another group we were working with and they like served teachers and students and they had a mix in there, but like it was kind of off if you landed on the page and it wasn't just about teachers or just about students for those demographics. And we had this idea to like, well, what if we run campaigns for set times to each of those? And then we build up our agency owners, we build up like our sales teams, we build up like our DIYers at different times with different campaigns and then different about page like templates. And then for each of them, you could have a secondary message. If agency's primary, you could have secondary message that's like, we also have people in here like this in DIYer, like you just have a small business. But you always have sort of a primary focus for like the higher spend, more specific campaign. Anyway, just a thought, just something to experiment with or think about.
For sure. I think with that, I'd like to do like a module for agency owners because then they're asking me like, how do I scale this to with all my clients? And I'm like, I don't have that, but it's easy to do. So for sure, I think that's definitely something I'd like to do. And it's easier to target, end of financial year in Australia, July, just run ads for that. They're looking for money to spend, things like that. So makes sense. Cool.
Yeah. Let's look at, can you select all both of your cold audience campaigns?
Sure.
And then open all of the ads, just go to ads for all of those and then sort that by your spend. Curious, like of the top spending cold campaigns, this is last 14 days. Are we looking at, so we're seeing the leap of faith at the top. Are we looking at all videos up here? Are there any, there's one image I see, two images I see.
Yesterday, yeah. All videos, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like I said, I just came from like the TikTok background, or it just comes naturally for me a little bit more. And I'm not the best copywriter, but I'm a bullshit artist when it comes to the videos. So like I can talk my way kind of thing. I know that for agency owners, you talked about the deep ads, and sometimes if you talk the language of the agency owner, then it makes sense. And that's what I'd like to do moving forward.